everybody! So today we are at our next entry in our Disney Canon rewatch. So today we're talking about a forgotten film, a film that I feel is very underrated, and we're talking about The Rescuers Down Under. The Rescuers Down Under came out in 1990, and it is kind of forgotten because it was right in between Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, which are two of the most beloved Disney Renaissance films. And so it didn't do all that well when it first came out, and so Disney quickly pulled advertising, and so people just kind of forgot about it. And I think that's a real shame because I don't know why Disney does that, why they don't have a little bit more faith in their products and, you know, promote it a little bit more, because I think this is a really good movie. Of course, it's a sequel. It's the first sequel that Disney had ever done, and it's one of only, if you count Fantasia 2000, it's one of only 2 sequels they have done so far. There's a couple in the works, but so far they've only done 2 sequels as far as in Walt Disney Animated Studios. Most of the sequels that we know about are from Disney Toons. As you might remember, I do not care for the 1977 original Rescuers movie. I just don't like Medusa. I just think she's too mean-spirited and shouty and shrill, and I just think it's a really gloomy, mean-spirited picture. I do not like it at all. And this, I think, is the opposite. I think this is much lighter, it's much more fun, and I enjoy it much more. I'll tell you why. One of the problems I had with the original Rescuers is Medusa, and she's in the movie so much, and she's so shouty, and she's so mean, that it became like watching sort of an abusive relationship. I mean, it was just, I hated it. And I just don't like it. And in this case, you have a little boy named Cody who gets abducted, just kind of like Penny does. But in this case, we see Cody for a lot of time before he gets abducted. You see him with the eagle, him riding the eagle. You see moments of freedom where as with Penny, she is in from the very start. She is putting notes in bottles, sending them off, and so and then you get the sad story from Rufus. It's just sad. Whereas in Rescuers Down Under, we get a little bit of hope, a little bit of joy at the beginning. I think that makes a big difference because honestly, McLeach is probably meaner than Medusa in a lot of ways. I mean, he's throwing knives at Cody, but the other big difference I think that you get with McLeach versus Medusa, he's in the movie way less. I counted it. He's in the movie for about 25 minutes, and the thing is the Cody is almost never alone. Whether when he's put in the cage, he has all of these other animals that are there. Sometimes Bernard and Bianca are there. I think makes it better than with Medusa, and so this it never loses hope in the same way that the original does, and you just get so many more breaks from McLeach. And it all starts out with Bernard and Bianca, and Bernard is trying to propose to Bianca, but he keeps getting interrupted, and they end up going on this journey to help Cody to Australia. It's sort of strange that nobody in the movie except for Jake have Australian accents. I'm not sure why they decided to go that way. Jake is a kangaroo mouse, and he is kind of like almost an Indiana Jones kind of type. He is confident, he is suave, he is brave, he takes on a snake, no problem, giant snake, and he likes Bianca when he first sees her. And so, of course, it makes Bernard very insecure when he sees Jake. And so he wants to prove himself to Bianca. And so you get some nice moments between Bernard and Jake. And also you get some great action scenes. I love that it's like Indiana Jones for kids. There's a great scene where they're on sort of a tractor that really reminds me of where they're on a tank. And it kind of reminds me of the scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark where Indy is being dragged behind the car.
Get between the tracks!
And it's exciting. There's moments of tension, but there's also moments of great beauty, like I said, with Cody riding the eagle. And you also get moments of great humor. I think this is one of the funniest Disney films, particularly John Candy. John Candy voices Wilbur, who is replacement because Jim Jordan, who had voiced Orville in the original film, had passed away. And so he is hilarious in this voice part. I particularly love the scene where he's taken by these mice doctors and they decide to string him up and do all kinds of crazy mad scientist type doctor stuff to him, and it is so funny.
No. What now?
Spinal strangulator.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Artery router.
Mother!
This is rusted tight. I wouldn't dream of using such a tool. Bring me the epidermal tissue disruptor.
The epidermal what? Oh, no. No!
And it kind of reminds me of something you'd see on Animaniacs or something like that. I think it's hilarious. And so you just get a little bit of everything with this movie. You get some emotion, you get some joy, you get some flying sequences that rival anything you see in How to Train Your Dragon. You get romance between Bernard and Bianca. Have a delicious villain, if that is your kind of thing, voiced by George C. Scott. Great. You have moments of teamwork. You have moments of excitement. You have it's just got, it's hilarious. It'll make you laugh. It's just got a little bit of everything, I think. It's got beautiful animation. They used the CG in some of the shots of Wilbur flying and of the eagle flying, and I think it still holds up pretty well. There's one shot where you see the Sydney Opera House and it does look a little fake, but overall I think the artistry really holds up very well, and it's just a very joyful, fun film, I think. And like I said, just compared to how downbeat and drab and miserable the original is, I just think it's a huge success, and definitely one that I think is way underrated. I also really like Bruce Boughton's score. I think it is right out there with John Williams as a type of adventure, Indiana Jones type of feel. And yeah, it's just great. I think you should go see it. You should rent it and check it out. It's definitely underrated. I give it an A. And so let me know what you think of Rescuers Down Under. Do you like it? Do you think it's underrated? And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!